let's just say we are, we have a class of 20 with 20 different individuals. Yeah, and this is a very common topic between instructors. I even struggle with this sometimes. We often teach the way how we see it as an instructor, right? But then you have 20 recipients, and 20, that's a small class. If it's 40, 50, you do seminar, there's 100, right? You have all these recipients of the information that you are projecting. How do you teach them so they get it?
Man, this is my favorite thing to do, and then that's what I try to specialize myself. And I'm very, I put in my mind that, firstly, jiu-jitsu was my first attraction to be the best, to be a champion. But then when I came from, it was always a challenge. No, you cannot be a champion if you're not really Rio de Janeiro. And I like to prove people's wrong, right? Then came about like, but if you are a champion, you cannot be a good teacher. And then I try to kind of, prove them wrong, because I think the way that I learned jiu-jitsu from where I came from, I had to kind of associate things by concept. I couldn't just follow people's technique only, because I didn't have much technique coming up. So I have to, every time that I used to go to Rio, I used to learn that weak amount of understanding of techniques. And I used to go back to Recife and practice through 6 months. To be able to develop my own way, I need to understand the reason why things work. So even though if I didn't know the reason why it works, I had the reference as the technique as the reference, but then I try to figure it out my own way by understanding the concepts. I like to say that a technique is nothing more, nothing less than it's a vehicle to make a certain concept work. And if you base yourself on a specific way of doing something, if you base yourself on the technique, you limit it to that way. But if you understand the reason why the technique works, then you will be able to adjust, readjust, and take your own conclusions on when you have to do it by understanding the reason why. And you can make as many techniques as possible.